For my next lash formation, I'm going to show you how to create the iconic eye look that the divine Jourdan Dunn wore for our amazing Exagger-Eyes campaign. She was totally obsessed with our Exagger-Eyes mascara because my Exagger-Eyes mascara is unbelievable. Jourdan usually loves wearing false lashes, but she told me that since I gave her Exagger-Eyes mascara, she stopped wearing them. And doesn't gorgeous Tosin look amazing in the same mesmeric look? Using my new Super Nudes palette, we're using the prime shade. I'm taking my blender brush. Close your eyes, Tosin, gorgeous. And we're just using that across the lid. And now I'm gonna take my amazing blender brush and I'm dipping that into this chocolatey gorgeous shade. Go into the inner socket and then just drag it up and out, and you can really go in here backwards and forwards like a windscreen wiper that really gives you that elongation, but that really beautiful, just go backwards and forwards and again, and then just that will really exaggerate that socket. And then close your eyes, Tosin. We can just use a little bit of this on this outer corner here to really lift and exaggerate that feline look, to really kind of give the eyes a little bit of a lift. And now I'm going to use a little bit of my black eyeshadow just to give it a little bit of depth. And again, going into the socket and then just dragging it up and out. And this, again, is the secret. This is the secret to the 90s supermodels, all those kind of looks that I did on all of those gorgeous supermodels. It really is these 90s colours, but what's so great about this palette is how buttery smooth and how they really play with the contour of shade and light to really give you that kind of 90s supermodel eye. And now we're also going to take my smudger brush and again, dipping into this chocolatey shade and then a little bit of black, and we just run that across the lash line. Look up for me, Tosin, darling, and underneath the eye like that. And that just gives you that gorgeous kind of look. Really great, really effective. Super kind of 90s, or really do this on kind of Kate, Naomi, you know, Linda. But it's Exagger-Eyes mascara that completes this magnetizing look. Darling Tosin, you already have the most beautiful eyes and an amazing curl to your natural lashes. But so many people who are blessed with a natural curl tell me they can't find a mascara that maximizes volume and holds that natural lift without crunching, bunching, and turning in on itself and making the lashes go crisscrossy. This mascara is like a detangler. It will detangle that for you and coat and wrap each individual lash. Again, we could just coat each individual lash, and by giving yourself those lash extensions, you're really exaggerating the volume of your eyes. And Exagger-Eyes, you are giving yourself, that's why this mascara is called Exagger-Eyes. It doesn't just exaggerate your lashes, it exaggerates your eyes. And you can see here, darling, on Tosin, how beautiful that looks, how gorgeous. Don't we just love this look? This is just 90s supermodel. Tosin, you are so divine, so gorgeous. And turn your head this way, darling. Beautiful before, beautiful after. We love a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury 90s supermodel because, darling, that was when I started makeup in that era. I did all of their makeup, but now I've done it with really great products that are super easy to choose and use because the technology and the formulations were just not there in the 90s. Tosin, darling.
So, Charlotte, you know, I've already been using this. I was one
You
of the
have.
OGs.
You were one of the OGs at the beginning that got this, so we couldn't get it out of your hands. You're like, I need this.
So I have already been using this, and I just love it. It's literally changed the game for my lashes. I think other curly girls would probably,
because you've got very curly lashes,
yeah,
right?
My eyelashes are really, really curly, and one of the things I noticed a lot with other mascaras is that it just tends to clump a lot, and then my lashes, they interlock, they kind of crisscross, and it's really hard to separate them. But with Exagger-Eyes, it really does a good job of separating them, just giving them more length.
It's that wedge brush that gets in.
Yeah, it just gets in.
And then it's that vinyl lash wrap tech that just then elongates and smooths like a detangler.
It actually
from
feels
root to
like,
tip.
when I've had it on, it feels like I've had like a lash lift. Because it's like it just lifts them and then just gives them the length that I kind of miss when they're so curly and not separated. So it's...
And what does it do that like nothing no other mascara has ever done for you?
For me personally, I think it's just the length and the separation, like really, really giving it the length and really just separating the lashes so you can actually see each individual lash. yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
What, do you feel like you don't need to use lash
I
colours?
feel like my eyes are like wanting to fly away. They've got like wings and they're about to fly off. So.
Do you feel like your eyes look exaggerated?
Definitely. And then the colour as well, because it's quite dark.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find with mascara when
The
it dries,
blackness.
it doesn't look as black.
Yeah.
But with this, it does look a lot
Yeah,
darker.
it retains the colour.
Yeah.
Again, that's the special technology that is inside this, and that is also to do with partly why we have a glass jar, because it really retains
does the trick.
that
for
colour.
me.
Exactly, which looks amazing. And it makes your eye colour pop as well.
Oh, I see. That's actually a new one. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Your brown eyes don't have the kind of gold lights in them.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, really changed the game for me.